I'm going to talk to you about how we put together the Lexus RZ campaign. Once it comes into the office, we brainstorm ideas and how we can do this. When we're talking about digital campaigns, they're usually a lot less in terms of budget. Previous cases, what we've done is we just shoot the shit out of the car and we build the video in the edit. This is the first time that we've really pushed it and really try to bring in some sort of narrative to the piece. And that's where we got to introduce talent. Once we got to the storyboarding process, we obviously had to do a recce down at the location. We had kind of three features that we needed to hit within the campaign. So we had the dealership, we had the car, we had our subject, our hero character in the piece. So on the shoot, it was really simple. There was myself, there was George, there was Eric, Karina, who is now our producer, and Shoshana, the beautiful dog that was featured in there. We were going to shoot all of the dealership stuff on the first night, and then we were going to do the driving night, so that was going to be on the second night. It ended up raining. All the shots that you see of me in the car driving is actually not real. The car was stationary. We were shooting in the back of the dealership, and we had the boys holding the light, rolling it over the front of the car. And the idea was to mimic what street lights would look like when you're driving. That is completely fake. We also, for the first time, ended up getting a tilter arm. Now, this is a car mount that allows us to mount the camera on the back of the car for all those driving shoots that we see through the city, over the bridge. So that was really fun, that was exciting. We got to obviously play around with those different pieces of equipment. So one of the challenges that we had with the dream sequence is obviously making sure that the audience know that we've now transitioned into some sort of dream sequence. George had a great idea in terms of implementing the Jumanji drum. The idea of that, as he got closer to the car and he notices the car, you hear those drums kind of pick up, and then as he looks at it, bang. When we moved into it, the initial storyboard said that we were in a completely different environment. We tried to shoot that in the same location, but we just pitched the car back further into the dealership, but that didn't work. Couldn't control the lighting as much as we wanted, and so that didn't end up working, so we had to change it. That dolly shot where we're shooting it over the shoulder, now that's all built in the edits. We see his shoulder, we notice him now walking through, and so hopefully that translates enough in terms of like, okay, he's now in some sort of dream sequence. We got a shot of me inside the dealership walking around the car, and then we also got a shot of the dolly moving, and you saw my shoulder in the shot, and then pretty much basic masking, we were able to mask it and put those two shots together, which makes it seem like I am still in the foreground of that shot, shooting over my shoulder, and then you see me in the background. We're gonna try and make a few more of these and get behind the scenes so you guys can kind of see how we put them together. We obviously really enjoy doing it. I'd love to know what you guys think, so definitely send through your feedback. Don't let me know how my acting is, because